Okay guys, welcome back to our channel. Let's get started with the problem of a day of lead code. So the problem name is find first and last position of an element in a sorted array. Okay, so you have given an array of integer nums sorted in non-decreasing order. Find the starting and ending position of a given target value. If the target is not found in the array, written -1, comma -1. Okay, fine. And you must write an algorithm with O of log n. So I think many of you can expect that which algorithm we are using for this, because by seeing the time complexity, you see that it is of O of log n. So you can clearly see that we can do it with the binary search. Okay, so what is the algorithm? What is the algorithm of binary search? Let me tell you. I just take this example. Okay. Okay. So here guys, we can see this example, and we have to find the element which is a target which is equal to 8. Okay, so suppose if we can see that where the target we are seeing, the target is appearing on index 0. If we suppose mark this index 0, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, so we can see that it is we are getting from the answer 3 comma 4. Okay, so we are just returning the answer which is 3 comma 4. Okay, so what is binary search? Binary search, it is a sorting algorithm, and when you see that if you want to know the trick for a binary search, where to apply the binary search, the simple approach is that when you ever see that it is given in a sorted form, so you have to apply a binary search. Okay, from there. Okay, so if there has given to you a binary search O of log n, or suppose like in a sorted way, so you have to apply a binary search into that question. Okay, so in this question what we are doing, like what is binary search? First of all, the binary search is that like we have to take the first element, okay, and the last element, which is the size of the array. Okay, and what we have to do, we just take the mid element. Okay, we just take the mid element, and suppose the mid of these elements, so 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 5, suppose 0. So if we say 0 plus 4 is equal to 2, so it is supposed to. Okay, so our index is over here. Okay, and if we compare the element with target, which is the target is 8. Okay, so we have to find the target element, which is 8. So if we compare that 7 is greater than 8, or 7 is less than 8, so you can clearly see it is less than 8. So we have to find the larger element for 8. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just shift our mid element. So if our left is pointing over here. Okay, right now it is pointing over here, and the right is pointing to the last index. And suppose if it is pointing over here at the last index, so we have to point to the index of mid plus 1. Okay, mid plus 1. Okay, so we will point at this position. So what will be the mid element? So mid element will become 3. Okay, so 2 plus 1, so it will become 3. So again we go into the loop condition. So if we calculate the mid, it will comes out to be 3 plus 5. Okay, 3 plus 5. So sorry, so if we calculate the mid, what we have to get, we will get 4. Okay, and if we can see that we are getting the answer for 4. Okay, and which is equal to the target element. Okay, but there is a conclusion for this question. Okay, so what is the conclusion for this question is that when we are getting 8 over here. Okay, so you can see it is for the last index over here. Okay, so we can clearly see it is for the last index, so we have to move our pointer towards left also. So maybe there is a chance that we can get the 8 element to the last element. Okay, so suppose if there is too many 8s. Okay, and your pointers your pointer is coming to this end. Okay, so if your pointer is coming to this end, so we can take this element. Okay, no problem with that, but we can also take this element also, no? Okay, even though it is not the last element. Okay, it is not the last element or the starting element, because the last element is this only. Okay, but for first of all, for the recursive function, we are calling it for it is for the starting element, which is this. Okay, so we just keep on doing the right is equals to mid minus 1. Okay, so we are just supposed to do mid minus 1 till the we don't find the element which is appearing start, which is not appearing the start of the element. Okay, when we find the start element, we just return that, we just store that answer into a vector array or into an array which we have created. Okay, similarly this have to do, and similarly we have to do for a last index. Suppose if we go to this element and we are seeing that it is a 8 element. Okay, so just let me just show you. Okay, so if we suppose it suppose we are at this position for the last element, so we know that we have already taken this element into the start position. Okay, so maybe they will be the answer that it may appear to the element of this side also. Okay, so it will come to the case again where you have too many 8s, like if you have too many 8s, so you have the case like you can take you have appear to this case, but we have to find to the last element of the index, last element of the index. So what is the last element index? Which is 8. Okay, so you have to just update our this 8 position. Okay, so we have to update this position. Okay, this is the question is all about. Okay, this is the question of all about, but only the question is asking you to solve into the binary search. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's just see the code part. Okay, so what we are doing, we have created this vector where they have given us as a vector array. Okay, so what we have created a vector in which we have to give the answer. Okay, so if suppose our answer name is result, and we just store 2, in which it will store 2 value, and which is of -1. Okay, everyone is -1. Okay, and what we are doing, just take to the nums dot size. Okay, nums dot size basically including the size of the array. Okay, and if suppose the and is equal to 0, so basically if there's no array, no nums array, so we just return the return result which is -1. Okay, and what we are doing, just we are push sorry, we just recursively calling this first position function nums and target. Okay, so what we are just doing, like first of all, we have given this condition, like if we are taking this condition, we just mark that L of position is equal to -1. Okay, so basically if we don't get the answer from this element, it will directly appear update our answer to this to this result array. Okay, so what we are doing, just it is a recursive function. What we are doing, we just taking this start pointer. Okay, so if we are taking starting from this array, if we suppose let's just take the example. Okay, just a second. Okay, Wait, okay, let it be. Okay, so let me just explain, go through this code. Okay, and the bigger the second one code, which is a similar or mirror of this code, you can do by yourself. Okay, so let me just show you with the code parts. Okay, so what we are doing, like we have just taken this position array, L position array, and we just take the start element which is at this position, and the nums dot size array which is -1. Okay, so we have just taken this element. Okay, and what we are doing, we just seeing that the base condition for that, if start is less than or equal to end. Okay, so we can clearly see it is less than 0 is less than the end element. Okay, so what we are doing, we are finding the mid element, which is start plus end minus start upon 2. So what are start element? 0 plus end, which is the end. So end is 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if sorry, what's your end position? Okay, it's 0, 5 upon 2. Okay, so this is our end position. So we are finding the mid element. Okay, so if we find the mid element, we are finding that it is over here. Okay, so if we are taking over here, and we are just comparing that our target, which is 8, is equal to the nums dot mid, which is 7. Okay, so we can clearly see it is not equal. Okay, so go to the else condition and see if target is greater than nums of mid element. Okay, yeah, you can clearly see that the target is greater than 7. Okay, so you just go to the start position, just update the start index with mid plus 1. So if the mid is over here, then the mid will become over here. Okay, so mid plus 1, else if it is less than, just go to the end, which is equal to -1. Okay, suppose if you are finding for 6 element, and if the 6 is over here and your start is over here, sorry, your mid is over here, so you have to just decrement your pointer, which is comes to the overhead. Okay, so this is the overall case what we are doing, and it will again go to the loop condition till they hit the base case, till they don't hit the base case. Okay, so that's all. And similarly, just I will just show you the overthrow of this code. And this code, what we are doing, we just want to decrementing the end. which is mid minus 1. And if you see in this question, we just if we found this element, we just start we want to see other possibility of that element. Maybe this is the possibility that we are getting the middle element, like we they have a possibility that this is not the starting element. We can have the starting element if we go again, if we go beyond that. Okay, this is the only part for we are doing. Okay, okay, that's all. Thank you.